Welcome to Streaming News Network, where we deliver balanced reporting with the facts that matter. This edition is hosted by J. Claude McDaniel. Please like and subscribe.
This is J. Claude McDaniel and this is Streaming News Network. We begin with our first report. A federal judge has lifted the remaining legal restrictions involving President Donald Trump's executive order concerning mail-in ballots. The development follows a Supreme Court ruling that found current legal challenges to the order were premature. Previously, a federal judge had blocked a major provision that would have placed the Postal Service in a central role in enforcing mail voter eligibility requirements. With that restriction now removed, there are no remaining court-ordered holds preventing the administration from moving forward with the March 2026 executive order. The administration can now proceed with implementation while any future legal challenges continue through the courts. This is J. Claude McDaniel reporting for Streaming News Network, delivering the latest news with unbiased analysis. This is Streaming News Network. Journalist Brittany Romano has been removed from covering the Lindsay Clancy murder trial for Vanity Fair after a video of her smiling and winking toward a courtroom camera went viral. The moment occurred during a live court feed and quickly spread across social media, drawing widespread attention and criticism. Romano had been credentialed by Vanity Fair to cover the trial because of her personal connection to Lindsay Clancy and had been working on a possible personal essay about her experiences growing up with Clancy. Vanity Fair stated that after reviewing the situation and determining there were conflicts with its editorial standards and processes, the publication decided not to proceed with Romano's essay and notified the court that she was no longer credentialed to cover the proceedings. Romano responded publicly, saying that a smile does not represent wrongdoing and explaining that she often smiles as a response to anxiety or discomfort. She defended her coverage of the case, saying the focus should remain on the larger discussion surrounding women's mental health and postpartum psychosis. Romano also said she has faced intense online backlash, including threatening messages, and argued that discussions about mental health should not involve harassment or threats against others. This is J. Claude McDaniel reporting for Streaming News Network, delivering the latest news with unbiased analysis. This is Streaming News Network. An 18-year-old Wisconsin man has pleaded guilty to the killing of his 10-year-old cousin and has been sentenced to life in prison. Carson Petersberger admitted to first-degree intentional homicide in connection with the death of Lily Peters, who was killed in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin, in 2022. According to court records, Lily was riding her bicycle home from her aunt's house when Petersberger convinced her to leave the path and enter a nearby wooded area. Her body was found the following day, and investigators determined she had suffered severe injuries, including being beaten, strangled, and sexually assaulted. Petersberger was 14 years old at the time of the crime and was arrested shortly after Lily's body was discovered. His attorneys had argued that the case should be handled in juvenile court, saying he needed mental health treatment rather than an adult criminal proceeding. However, the judge ruled that the seriousness of the crimes required the case to remain in adult court, a decision later upheld by an appeals court. Under a plea agreement, additional charges related to sexual assault were dismissed as part of the guilty plea. This is J. Claude McDaniel reporting for Streaming News Network. This is Streaming News Network. A California man has been arrested near the United States Capitol after police discovered a large guillotine in the bed of his pickup truck. United States Capitol Police said 35-year-old Philantamdue Liu was taken into custody for allegedly carrying a dangerous weapon after officers found the illegally parked vehicle near the Supreme Court and close to the Capitol complex. Authorities said Liu drove from California to Washington, D.C., and investigators are reviewing his background and statements to determine his intentions. Social media posts connected to Liu appeared to show him with the guillotine, which he claimed he built. In one video, he described the device as a political statement and said he planned to bring it to Washington. He also stated that he had no intention of harming anyone and described it as a symbol rather than a weapon. Li's brother said the guillotine represented political disapproval and that he did not believe his brother intended to hurt anyone. Legal experts noted that whether the display is protected speech under the First Amendment depends on the circumstances, including whether the object could be used to cause harm and how it was presented. This arrest comes as Capitol Police continue addressing concerns about threats and security risks involving members of Congress and government facilities. This is Streaming News Network. Geologists in China may have discovered one of the largest gold deposits ever identified, with experts estimating the find could contain up to 1,100 tons of gold. The massive deposit was discovered beneath the Wangu gold field in Hunan province, where geological surveys identified dozens of gold-bearing veins deep underground. Advanced three-dimensional modeling suggests the deposit could extend thousands of feet below the surface and potentially be worth an estimated $83 billion. Researchers say some rock samples showed unusually high concentrations of gold, with visible gold found in drilled cores and grades that are considered highly valuable in the mining industry. If confirmed, the discovery could surpass South Africa's South Deep Gold Mine, currently considered one of the largest known gold deposits in the world. China is already the world's leading gold producer, but the country also relies heavily on imports due to high domestic demand. The discovery has drawn international attention and could influence global gold markets. Officials say exploration around the area continues, with additional gold-bearing sections discovered near the original site. This is J. Claude McDaniel reporting for Streaming News Network, delivering the latest news with unbiased analysis. This is Streaming News Network. A Nebraska police captain is facing a child abuse citation after her 2-year-old daughter was reportedly found locked inside a hot minivan while the captain and her partner were fishing nearby. Authorities said Maid McGuire, a captain with the Lincoln Police Department, and her partner, Mary Tobiason, were at Pawnee Lake in Lincoln, Nebraska, when another couple discovered the child alone inside a parked vehicle. The witnesses said they saw the toddler crying, screaming, and appearing distressed. They contacted emergency services after realizing the vehicle was locked and the child was unable to get out. Officials said the child had been inside the minivan for at least 28 minutes before being found. Although the outside temperature was 78 degrees Fahrenheit, authorities warned that vehicle interiors can quickly become dangerously hot. Witnesses said the child had moved from her car seat to the front of the vehicle and was banging on the window for help. The toddler was not injured and was returned to her parents. Authorities said McGuire took a preliminary breath test at the scene that showed a blood alcohol concentration of 0.108. Both McGuire and Tobiason were cited for misdemeanor child abuse. McGuire has been placed on leave while the investigation continues. This is J. Claude McDaniel reporting for Streaming News Network. This is Streaming News Network. Health officials are warning that an Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo could become the largest in history as infections continue to spread rapidly amid challenges involving limited resources, misinformation, and difficulty tracking cases. Authorities report that thousands of people have been infected since the outbreak was identified, with thousands of deaths already recorded. Health experts say the current outbreak has grown faster during its early stages than previous major Ebola outbreaks. Medical workers in affected regions, including Ituri and North Kivu provinces, believe official numbers may not reflect the full scale of the crisis. Some patients are avoiding medical facilities because of fear and misinformation, allowing the virus to spread undetected through communities. The World Health Organization says the outbreak involves the Bundibugyo strain of Ebola, for which there is currently no approved vaccine or treatment. Officials warn that the disease has been spreading with unprecedented speed and that the response is still trying to catch up. Aid organizations say shortages of funding, personnel, surveillance systems, and emergency supplies have made containment efforts more difficult. Health workers are also battling stigma surrounding survivors and patients, as some communities remain fearful of those who have recovered from the disease. Officials continue urging increased awareness, early detection, and stronger response efforts to prevent further transmission. This is J. Claude McDaniel reporting for Streaming News Network, delivering the latest news with unbiased analysis. This is Streaming News Network. A woman receiving Social Security disability insurance was surprised when a $60,000 deposit suddenly appeared in her bank account with no immediate explanation. The unexpected payment led her family to question whether the money was an error or a legitimate benefit correction. Financial experts say the deposit may actually represent overdue payments rather than a mistake. According to the family, the woman's monthly disability benefit had increased significantly several months earlier, but they had been unable to get a clear explanation from the Social Security Administration. After continued questions, the large payment appeared. Financial planner Carter McClung said the deposit was likely connected to corrected disability benefit calculations and possible retroactive dependent benefits that had not previously been paid. Experts explain that Social Security disability benefits can include additional payments for eligible family members, and administrative errors involving benefit calculations can sometimes take years to correct. The family later learned that the agency had failed to conduct regular benefit reviews for more than 2 decades, which may have contributed to the underpayment. While the payment appears legitimate, experts advise the recipient not to spend the money until receiving official written confirmation from the government explaining the deposit and verifying the payment history. I'm J. Claude McDaniel reporting for Streaming News Network. This is Streaming News Network. Cher is remembering her longtime friend Dolly Parton, sharing emotional memories of the country music legend following her death at the age of 80. During an interview, Cher said she was surprised by the news and became emotional, but explained that she was not shocked Parton kept details about her health private. Cher said protecting personal struggles was part of Dolly's character and reflected her lifelong positive outlook. Cher described Parton as someone who focused on gratitude, kindness, and making others feel valued. She also praised Dolly for avoiding political controversy throughout her career, saying that decision helped preserve her connection with audiences around the world. The two entertainers shared a friendship that lasted nearly 50 years. Cher recalled first meeting Parton decades ago and said she immediately recognized her unique personality and ability to connect with people. Cher praised Parton's stage presence, saying Dolly had a rare talent for making fans feel personally appreciated, even in large concert settings. Cher said she will especially miss Dolly's laugh and highlighted 2 of her favorite songs, Islands in the Stream and I Will Always Love You. Fans and fellow entertainers continue honoring Parton's decades-long career, her music, charitable work, and the warmth she brought to millions of people worldwide. I am J. Claude McDaniel for Streaming News Network. Thank you for watching and staying informed.
Thank you for viewing Streaming News Network videos, and also short and special reports. Please like, subscribe, and tap the bell to be notified of additional reports.